Man, the radio.
I love the radio.
Nobody else does. It's over.
God, I can't even remember last time I turned my radio on in the car.
I mean, I listen to Sirius XM. I pay for that subscription.
Kind of radio.
I know, so I do listen to that. I know, kind of, just because I like hearing new stuff. I'm always trying to find new music. But now it's TikTok. TikTok. Music's not being written for the radio anymore.
TikTok.
I even talked to one of my young students that's a successful producer, engineer, mixer out there in the LA world. It's like TikTok is the thing. It's like they're all working towards making music, not for the radio, not making records, not even live. Like the idea, I know. Dagger, dark. The ideas for TikTok and so it's fascinating. Everything is sort of changing, and I'm okay with it a little bit. How do you feel?
Well,
I know. Dirk,
I mean,
Dirk and
I'm old. I'm an old man.
I'm old too, but I like when new stuff happens, and I do watch TikTok. I can admit that I usually watch it a little bit every night for about it's like my little 20-minute downtime.
I have never been on TikTok,
and I highly recommend you don't. Because it is addictive. It's like playing
What are you doing, Jonathan? Oh, Christy, shut up. I'm on TikTok.
It's like Skyrim. It's like one of those things you don't like everybody's like, whoa, do you want to start playing Skyrim? I'm like, no. I lived that life. I'm trying to not. I was much paler. My baggier eyeballs. And one more quest for the guild. But no, so TikTok is a thing that I enjoy. Enjoy.
I'm going to do it.
Smeagol.
I'm going to get on TikTok today.
I'll show you some of mine. But
okay.
No, but it's changing not just the way, we listen or consume music. It's the way music is being created. So it's not as guitar based, a lot of it. Right now, that will change some.
Okay.
I think, but it's not as instrument based. It's more frequency based.
Frequency based. When you say frequency based, so you just mean it's got to be the vibe, right? Right.
No, I mean not just vibe. There's a spectrum of they're sort of cutting out. The guitars sort of live in the mid range a lot of times. So it's sort of cutting that, and they're sort of pushing sort of more of a bass, and the trebles just giving you the vocal pop, and just the bass and the kick.
Okay, all right.
So it's kind of similar to, I was friends with a guy back in my New York days who his job was to go around to he would sell his services, and he was very successful, his business, to the Gap and Banana Republic and all those mall places. The music you would hear. And it was in the stereo, and it was all to create a mood, but it was also frequency based then.
Okay.
And this is in the 90s, in the 2000s.
I get that.
All you can hear is the bass and the drums and a little bit of vocals.
Right.
And that's sort of because it keeps you sort of moving and shopping. Yep. TikTok is an immediate gratification, 15 to 45 seconds tops usually.
Okay.
Some are longer, but it's got to be really good to hold your attention for 30 seconds.
So your TikTok song, 45 seconds max.
Well, the song is longer, but there's got to be that hook that gets caught
within 15 seconds.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There's the oh no, no. That became a huge hit through TikTok. But then let's go back to Fleetwood Mac. Fleetwood Mac came back, crushing it because it's TikTok again. And it was the video where everybody's holding their phone on their skateboard or their roller skate, something na 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 na. When this one dude did it, just by chance, and it just blew up because TikTok's got that algorithm that just you can go viral so fast.
Because that's the thing, right? If someone does the thing, then everyone recreates it, right? That's how TikTok sort of works, I guess.
Well, even
I don't know.
The number one song in the country, I don't know if it's number one right now, but Olivia Rodrigos' Driver's License. She even talked about she wrote that with TikTok in mind. And because it has that sort of, once it kicks into the sort of the primary point, but it's a great song too, I will admit. When I first heard it, I was like, that's a great song.
It's cool.
It's got the Taylor Swift magic to it.
I mean,
Can she replicate it though? Taylor Swift replicates it in her sleep.
Right. 20 times a day.
Another song comes
She's
out.
Oh, here you go. This has happened before, right? We're switching from the 60s, 70s.
Yes.
Oh, our songs are 13 minutes long. They got this sweet jam at the end. Oh no, we need to write for radio, FM radio. The song better be under 4 minutes.
Well, let's go back even further.
So.
Because I was thinking this when I was talking with Derek earlier. Everybody's oh my God, TikTok, what are we doing? This is travesty. Well, let's go back to a few hundred years ago. Music was pretty much all the great music was just for rich people.
Sure.
If you talk about Mozart and all the great composers, it was just for people of the court. And then he was hey, I want to make some operas for the masses, the normal folks. And then they were like, oh my God, this music's amazing. I didn't know this existed. Holy cow, Così fan tutti. You know, that's an opera. But it doesn't, I wasn't talking about tooting. I have
Such
toddlers.
nerds. So nerdy.
I do like opera. It's a nerdy thing. Oh my God. Bex likes opera too. I don't know if I like this guy anymore. Not all opera, just like awesome opera. I can't get into some of it. It's just really boring, but some of it's amazing. Symphonies are boring. Like to go watch like people in suits just do this. Dun, 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 dun. Like, I mean, I want to see like the show. I want fireworks. I want the devil popping up through the floor in the hall.
Yeah.
Like Don Giovanni, when the devil is coming, wham, spoiler alert, the devil shows up at the end. It's awesome.
I was thinking how cool that'd be in like a Charlie Daniels concert.
God, that would be awesome.
There's the devil.
He's not with us anymore, is he?
No, he's not.
See, I didn't realize that fully until the other day. Somebody brought him up. I was like, is he dead? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, no, he can't be. Because I imagine he's still there, just like playing. Like, he's still battling the devil.
Do you know that awesome commercial where he like takes the breadstick from the dude?
No.
There's a great commercial.
No.
Go find it. Charlie Daniels is in like the Olive Garden or somewhere. I think it might be like a Geico commercial or something.
Okay.
And like he's playing, and then all of a sudden he hands this violin that he's shredded back to this guy in the suit who was like playing nice, lovely music in the fancy restaurant. And he grabs a breadstick from the table beside him and he's like, "That's how you do it, son." And he walks off.
God, gosh, that's amazing.
It's
I
kind of the best
I'm
commercial
watching this right after we finish this.
We'll go find it.
But back to, so anyway, Mozart's done. We get to like, you know, popular music becomes a thing, and then eventually these things called like records
Nope.
are developed, and then you can take this, and that was, to some people that was considered, oh my gosh, that's a sin. But then most people realize immediately, like, this is amazing. I can actually listen to my favorite opera or my favorite jazz band.
I guess because before that, you were sort of like
see live music.
You had to go see it, and you were trusting that those folks could interpret that written sheet music the way the composer intended, right? Like if you're
Correct.
seeing it in
Hopefully
another
you're getting a good performance.
setting, right?
But then radio came about, and that like opened it up to the entire world. And then this horrible thing called rock and roll spawned in the late 50s, and then like matriculated all around the universe.
That's where we all went wrong. Mm-hmm. Things just downhill.
Rhythm and blues and rock and roll. It ruined the world.
It's ruined my life.
Devil's music.
I'll say that.
It's so like it's always been this thing of technology, and it keeps changing. I mean,
Yeah.
that's part of, and this is, and I was thinking about the history. It's a whole other thing, but whatever. We'll talk about that in another video, sure. Like, but it's so TikTok's the thing right now, but things change really quickly now.
They do.
Too. And we don't know if TikTok will be around forever. It probably won't. I mean, anybody remember MySpace?
I mean, the world's probably going to end soon.
I hope not. I'm having a good time. I like the world. I like my kids, and
Yes.
the Noventas just came out, which
That is true.
I actually really like those stupid guitars.
All right. It'll
You haven't
stand.
played one yet. You haven't played it yet.
I mean, I noodled for a second, but I didn't plug in.
No, but that's what I was. I was extremely expecting to be disappointed when I played that thing. Like, I was like, this is gonna suck. You know, I was
I
excited.
think you even said that when I was walking out. You're like, oh.
I was excited, but then no,
I was like, oh, these are really
They
good.
look great, and then I was like, this pickup better not suck, and it didn't suck. That's
They really must not, because that was the first thing this morning. I was just like, oh no, these are really fun.
prepare to be not disappointed.
You got to set your expectations low, and you'd be like, oh wow.
But back to the TikTok. So the mixing of these music too now is different. Like, so you're not mixing to listen to it in your stereo receivers at home or the radio. You're not listening in your car as much. You're listening on your iPhone or your headphones or your computer speakers. So like, does mono mixing need to become a thing again?
Maybe.
Because like a lot of kids are splitting headphones too. So if you're doing
So
a stereo mix,
you're missing half the the mix.
Especially if you're listening to the Beatles, it's all over.
You're like,
why are there no drums?
I don't hear anything.
This one just goes.
Yeah.
So it's a tricky spot right now.
But I mean, I think that's been happening anyway.
Yeah.
Like the last few recording things I've been a part of, it's like, oh, you listen to it on the studio monitors, then you know, it used to be you go listen to it in your car.
Yeah, that was my thing.
But the last one that we did a reference thing, I played this thing and we were sitting there. We listened to it on this cheap JBL, like little Bluetooth speaker, like people take to the beach, on 2 or 3 different cell phones, and that kind of stuff. See, oh, does it sound okay? Because that's how people consume music, for the most part.
And that's
especially
it.
kids.
So if you haven't checked out TikTok, I highly discourage you from doing it, because I have, and I like it a lot. So
I'm downloading it today.
I don't
Getting
even
on.
know how it knows. I just like funny stuff, and all my feed is just really funny stuff, or like really like uplifting things usually.
It'd be horrible if your feed was all like depressing, sad things.
Because the algorithm it's
Sick puppies.
Well, if you like that stuff, it will become all that. And like, I don't like that stuff, so because like it knows what I like and what I give a like to. Because I like anything that I just do it, so it will create the algorithm I like. And And I've discovered some new music. I mean, Jason Derulo, I always mess up how I say his name. Like he figured out TikTok, and Savage Love became the hit, of like last year because he figured out TikTok, and like he became a massive superstar over COVID.
Crazy, right?
And like everyone's on that Savage Love, still the dance. I can't do it. I'm not going to do it because I'm old and it'd be ridiculous. But
I kind of want you to do it.
No, I don't know how to do it. I just saw people
what
doing
are you
it.
doing? Yeah,
but like, it's like a really dumb. It's like the electric slide. It's like super easy if it's like built for people with no rhythm.
It's electric.
But then you see these people with rhythm doing it, and you're like, "Oh, it looks so easy." And I try, I'm like tripping. Anyway, so like, what are your thoughts? If you've gone down the TikTok rabbit hole, if you found new music through TikTok, I have. I found lots of new, cool, fun things through it too. Jonathan is not. I hope he never does. I want him to stay pure.
I probably am.
You will eventually. You're gonna have to go down that TikTok.
Day.
You're gonna have to.
I'm gonna start putting stuff on TikTok.
I'm gonna put you on. I'm gonna make you on it this weekend.
Write some drum and bass music and throw it up there.
You're an idiot. That's all I got to say.
Hit like and subscribe. Click the bell so you don't miss videos in the future. We'll see you next time.